Do you know what I realized? Anyone that puts their business out there that's a content creator or whatever you're doing, listen, guys, you have your real supporters, you have supporters, you have the people that support you. And for me, one thing I will never do is have there being a disconnect with the people that support me. I will always do something where I'm locked in with you guys because I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And the reason why music artists don't get much sales, they get 500 or 1,000 first week because, and they've got millions of followers or millions of subscribers or whatever, is because they're not locked in with their audience. They forget who supports them. How does this work? How does support work? How does an artist or how does businesses grow? It grows through something that if a musician releases a song and supporters like the song, they follow the artist's journey. They'll pay for the ticket for the artist to perform. They'll potentially either download the stream or stream it to support the new album. But what happens is, from when the come up has happened, the artist will do a lot more from the come up. Then when they're made it, there's the disconnect for many years. There's no giving back to their supporters. So what ends up happening is the supporters that was once 14 that listened to that artist, now they're 19 and they're into going on holiday, or they're into Anna Piano, or they're into anything else. But during that journey, there's been a disconnect because the musician or the artist or the business or whatever hasn't interacted with that person. The reason why a trap star is generating so much money is because they have data, and it's because that they're always doing fresh new drops. They're always doing something. They're doing something for the younger audience, for the grown audience, and there's always an insight of like people like, oh, I want to get that one or this one or that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And they consistently keep on building their supporters and their brand. Now, I'm going to talk about two personalities. Obviously, his name's Samuel Onuha or something. Yeah, two brothers. Yeah, they're from they live in Dubai. Mixed race brothers. I think they're from France or they're Dutch or one of them, wherever. They're going in. They're doing crazy things. Looking at some of their vlogs, get me? They've got that. They've got clippers clipping for them, and they're building up their personal brand. And in a space of 18 months, they've gone from no one knowing who they are to everyone speaking about them and them selling e-commerce courses and whatnot. Now, they could be, apparently they're in prison. This is what people are hearing from a strong source. We'll see whether it's marketing or not. They're in prison. But what I realized is this is what I mean. Like, sometimes when you're showing so much lifestyle and doing what you're doing and whatnot, when a misfortune happens to you, people, it's like they're preying on your downfall, unfortunately. Like they're preying on it. Like, people are happy, the videos start coming up, the information. So let me just flip the screen so you can see. Let's take this one in.
Today's video is one of the most explosive updates I've ever covered. You might have seen rumors swirling online that the Onuha
I know a lot of you lot.
brothers,
A lot of you lot seen these brothers because on YouTube they've been killing it. They've been doing very well.
Samuel and Ruben, have been arrested in Dubai.
These brothers who have flexed their lavish lifestyle were just arrested in Dubai at their home.
But wait, before you jump to conclusions or assume it's another stage publicity stunt, stick with me. I've done the deep dive research, and what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, we're going to break down everything from their mysterious rise to fame to the jaw-dropping arrest details.
And this is what I mean about having it all. Like, this is what I mean about having a chance to have it all, what everyone would dream of. Sometimes not everyone is built to be given that. They don't know how to distribute or how to act, or they don't know what to do. Sometimes they can lose their self. Do you know what I mean? They can lose their self. It's crazy. But let's watch this, man. I'm actually upset for these lot. Cause I was locked
Who are
in.
the Onuha brothers?
Take this in.
Let's rewind for a moment. Who exactly are the Onuha brothers? Samuel Onuha is known as a major TikTok influencer and the brain behind the luxury streetwear brand Icon Amsterdam.
You know that Amsterdam.
2018, honestly, it started as just a simple drop shipping store. I didn't have no.
Guys, take this in as well. 2018, 7 years later. Because I know a lot of us have brands, clothing brands, businesses, plans, what we're trying to do. And we start it and then we stop it. Or we start it 4 months in. Most of successful business people, they start really getting traction years down the line, but they have to keep staying consistent and keep on building it. But yeah, let's listen.
No plans to make
Gordon Welsh on the right.
I was just desperate for a change to make money.
Together with his brother Ruben, they claim to have built a multi-million-dollar empire out of what started as a humble drop shipping venture back in 2018. But here's the kicker. Their story is full of glitz and glamour, sneak peeks into lavish offices, luxury cars, and extravagant parties. They went from just drop shipping to launching a full-scale fashion brand with an entire team managing email flows, Facebook ads, and more. And yet, when you look at the reality of running a fashion brand with massive inventory costs, ad spend, and constant reinvestment, the numbers just don't seem to add up.
The numbers do add up, guys. Don't let this guy tell you that numbers don't add up when it comes to clothing brands, because clothing brands, the fact that you're getting data, even the reselling, the customers that keep on buying, and where are most clothing brands are being made, guys? They're getting made in various countries like China, Pakistan. Do you know what I mean? Like where costs are very, very low. They're next to nothing. So yeah, man, don't let this guy say that, man. This is a narrative.
Really managed to
I'm just watching this though.
Solely from e-commerce?
So we now do around 3 million every month. The numbers don't lie, guys.
Or was there an entirely different
Now, sorry, him saying now we now do around 3 million every month. That might be a bit. They might do 700K. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, there's other areas of their business. They're probably selling courses or whatnot.
revenue stream behind those flashy lifestyles? This mystery sets the stage for everything that's coming next. The details unfold. Now on to the shocking part, the arrest. On February 10th, 2025, reports started to circulate that both Samuel and Ruben were taken into custody in Dubai at their luxurious villa on the Palm. According to insider sources and a reputable Instagram account known as Ballarbusters, the online enemy of scam gurus, the arrest wasn't random. Here's what allegedly happened. The Onuha brothers hosted a private party in Dubai where they flaunted their lavish lifestyle, inviting high-profile guests and even hiring escorts. When these escorts weren't paid for their service,
Yeah, I can't lie, man. Escorts, probably like 1 million of them over here.
they grew furious and tipped off
Aye.
the police. When law enforcement arrived, they discovered shocking evidence, including 260 grams of a mysterious pink powder that may be a mix of MDMA, ketamine, and cocaine.
Pink.
And it doesn't stop there.
Actually called pink. This powder's called pink.
Multiple people connected to the operation were arrested, including their personal chef and a woman allegedly involved in the logistics of arranging flights for the escorts. Every piece of this puzzle makes you ask, what's the real story behind all this money and luxury? Digital footprint, what the social media says.
Digital footprint, guys. Take this one in.
Let's examine their digital footprint. Social media can sometimes tell a story even when the truth is hidden behind slick marketing. Samuel's main Instagram account is now deactivated. No updates, no behind the scenes, nothing at all. Ruben's last Instagram story? It was posted on February 8th, just 2 days before the reported arrest. Even the personal chef's final Instagram story dates exactly to February 10th, the day the police raided their villa. If this were all just a stunt, wouldn't we see some sort of response from them online? Instead, we have silence. Their automated posts are the only sign of life, and that tells me a lot. The digital evidence is adding up to a story that is far too real to dismiss as mere hype. The money mystery. Where does it really come
I guys, YouTubers, see this is dope. Like he pieced together this and then he let AI talk, and this is this faceless content on YouTube. But it's actually, look, I'm actually engaged. This is really engaging.
from? Here's another layer that deepens the mystery: their money. For a fashion brand, the numbers should be crystal clear. Reinvest profits into stock, scale up production, pay salaries, and so on. Yet the Onuha brothers seem to be flexing an abundance of cash that far exceeds what you'd expect from a standard e-commerce operation. According to investigative sources like Ballarbusters, most of their wealth isn't from selling clothes at all. In fact, a significant portion comes from their high-ticket courses and mentorship programs.
Okay, high ticket courses, mentorship programs. Okay.
Imagine paying $110,000 for 3 months of mentorship on dropshipping.
What do you mean? 110K for 3 months.
Sounds extreme, right? Especially when you can learn nearly everything online for free.
Everyone says that you can learn everything online for free. I'll be honest with you, you'll see on YouTube, it's about 80% bullshit. Sorry for swearing, Ramadan. There's about 80% rubbish and about 20% of great value. So it's like, and where to start? You don't even know what information is the right information. So it's so easy said than done when people say you can learn everything online, because I still post a lot of free value to do with music. So, and I post it for musicians to, if they don't have a big budget, they can go and do what they need to do, but they still need help.
This raises the big question. Are they simply cashing in on influencers and eager beginners? Or is there more to this financial story? With unpaid taxes looming over them and an alleged debt to the Dutch government, the financial structure behind their empire is more suspicious than ever. What comes next? The legal battle and future outlook. So, what happens now? Here's what we know. The Onuha brothers are facing charges related to narcotics possession, trafficking, and distribution.
So basically, they've made it. They've been making some crazy money. They've flown over gal. They're basically, allegedly, they're saying that they've flown over prostitutes. The prostitutes wanted payment. They didn't pay the prostitutes. So the prostitutes rang up and basically said what they said. The police came round and they found all this pink in their yard. Because a couple other videos, people were saying, oh, that they were selling drugs, when it was like, bro, you can see they're not selling drugs. So it's like they had a good time, and in a country that they should never have been doing none of this, and they've been caught red-handed with drugs. They got dough, by the way, so
if convicted,
just saying,
they could be looking at
they'll probably
decades
come out
behind bars. Some of their associates have already fled Dubai, while others remain in custody as the case continues to unravel. A particularly puzzling point is the silence from some of their inner circle. For instance, Vince Neil, a close friend in the e-commerce space, has not addressed any of the mounting
Why
questions
should he?
on his social media. His silence speaks volumes and adds
Why should he? Whether it's a PR stunt or not, why should he?
another layer of uncertainty to the case. It's clear that this case is far from over, and new developments are likely to come to light in the coming days and weeks. What will the courts decide? Will we ever get the full truth behind their empire and the alleged criminal activities? Only time will tell. Why this matters and what you can learn.
Go on, teach us.
Now, why does this story matter to you? For entrepreneurs, it's a reminder to always look behind the curtain. Not everything you see online is as it seems.
Yeah,
For investors
I
and
agree with that.
followers, this case teaches you to dig deeper, question extravagant claims, and consider the real mechanics behind a business model. For
Yeah.
everyday viewers, it shows how a glamorous online persona can hide controversial truths, reminding us all to stay curious and skeptical. And if you're into e-commerce, remember, there's a ton of free quality content out there that doesn't require spending thousands on expensive courses. I've been there, and I've learned from some of the best minds in the industry, all without breaking the bank.
Give us some tips, bro. Tell us. You said this. Show us. Give us some links below.
So what do you think?
Okay.
Is this the downfall of the Onuha brothers, or is there another twist we haven't uncovered yet? I want to hear your theories. Drop them in the comments below. Do you believe this arrest is the end of an empire built on questionable tactics? Or could it all be an elaborate scheme designed to keep us guessing? Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more updates on this explosive case and get notified when I post new content.
Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this is a PR stunt or do you think this is real? Either way, though, it just goes to show, like, what I realized when you start getting big, and obviously something happens or obviously there's always lessons. Yeah. There's always going to be people that's going to be ready to kick you down. You know what I mean? There's always going to be people be ready to kick you down. But another thing that I learned from this is, and this is what you'll learn, look around you guys. When you start connecting and start doing amazing things, you need to remember this, take this one in, guys. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you are, what you represent. Do not forget. But yeah, man, like I said, there's 80% of you that tune into my podcast that hasn't subscribed. So please click the subscribe button. At the start of the year, I said I want to do authentic, raw content with no edits. And it's going great, man. You get me? And peace, man. Big respect, everyone. Have a good Saturday.